Introduce yourself.
Reverend Rutherford, pastor of Ebenezer Baptist Church.
I call you Reverend Bill.
That's right.
All right, Reverend Bill, I want to apologize. I put you on the spot, I believe. I don't think so, but I thought it was a good cause because we have former Orange Fire Department Captain Jamie Anderson who announced that he's running for mayor. You didn't know that.
Found out. Yeah.
We're here at your church,
and
I wanted that, I don't want to say I set this up, but I didn't think you would mind.
It's all right.
Being the kind of guy you are.
I always tell the truth anyway, so what's the question?
So what do you think about that?
I'm happy to see him run. I encourage everybody that has a heart for Orange to run. If you've got something to add, jump in the game, let the folks know what you want to do, and execute on your plan to do it. We don't have enough people that are running for these kind of offices, so I'm excited that he's in the race. He's a great guy. He's got a good reputation, and so I'm excited to see what he does.
Before I recorded him announcing, you talked about one of the problems with the current leadership and lack of focus and priorities.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of leaders, what are you looking for? Like I said, you've been here in the city of Orange with Ebenezer Church for 8 years now?
8 years.
And so, I mean, to me, you came in with a splash. There was a shooting, you jumped right in.
We've been grinding ever since. Absolutely. So here are the two things. There are a few things that are important for me. Number one, we need someone who actually cares about these kids. Back in the day, and I'm not trying to recreate the 70s or the 80s, but back in the day, you had multiple outlets for kids after school. Now you have very few, if any. So we have to have programming for the kids. We can't blame them for getting involved in all of these other destructive activities if we don't give them something constructive to do. So whoever the next mayor is, and even this current mayor, has to step up their efforts with regard to meeting the need of children and families. That's number one. Number two, we were talking about homeless earlier. If you don't have a heart for the least of these, for the folks that you know will not come out and vote, then you probably should not be in office, right? There is a constituency in Orange that needs help, that is often ignored, overlooked, and not just in Orange, but everywhere. And there are very little resources for them. So the homeless population and those that are drug addicted, they need, and veterans that are having a difficult time, they need an advocate, and that advocate needs to have some power at City Hall to get things done for them. And the last thing is the hospital. Orange Memorial has been closed down for over 20 years, and we need a vibrant complex over there that's generating not just tax revenue, but it has opportunities for entrepreneurs, that is able to partner with the schools and help not just with volunteer opportunities, but also with curriculum. We need an engine of growth, an economic driver that will help
and it's sitting
turn
right
this
there
town
where
around.
If you had the right imagination and the right will and a mindset with all these...
Well, we already have it. The best project that I've seen for that site is what Hands and NPR are doing together, which is a medical village. They proposed it. It makes perfect sense. They've got plenty of room over there to add on other amenities or services, or even relocate some existing services within the city. But the important part is having an economic driver. This is the analogy I use, brother. If you look at the town as a body, right? You can have a body that is full of blood, but if that blood is not moving, the body is going to die.
Heart pumping.
In a town, if the town is the body, money is the blood. And it can be full of money, but if that money's not moving, the town is going to die. We need something to act like a heart for this town that will pump money in and out, that will provide opportunity for entrepreneurs, for local residents, that will inspire some hope in some of these young people, and that will turn around some of the blight that we've seen and lift up market values for these properties, for rents. I mean, that kind of driver will change. This is only 2.2 square miles. We got 50,000 people. Orange is the perfect place to experiment with things like this. So that kind of project can literally transform this town in 5 to 10 years. And I'm not joking. If you don't believe me, look at the data. The data tells you. And if you don't want to look at the data, just look at the history. When Orange Memorial was open, when St. Mary's were open, you had all kind of entrepreneurs in that area. You had all kind of doctors and dentists and pharmacists. And Joe Bell's Sweet Shop is still there, but it does not look the same as it did 20, 30 years ago because it does not have the same foot traffic. It doesn't have the same investment, doesn't have the same resources or attention. So when we turn that around, this town will be transformed, and you'll see all of the things that you wanted: a stronger tax base, better schools, better roads, all of the things that we need in this town you'll see them because we'll have the tax revenue we need to do it.
Like I said, I apologize, but listen, everything you just said is the reason why I kind of wanted, the mayoral candidate to come here and make this announcement here, right? Because in our community, we've had a tradition, clergy and elected officials, clergy
Yeah.
in the community working together,
Yeah.
building towards a better thing.
That's right. That's right.
And I knew you was the right man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right? And this was the right venue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was in the hospital.
My goodness.
That was
man,
a
I almost-
homeless person.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a fire. That's from a fire, right?
Yeah.